Hi guys, so I thought I'd switch it up a bit and do one of the requests, which is a get to know me tag. I don't know how old that is or if it's new or recent or whatever it is, but I thought I'd do it anyways because it helps you get to know me more than you already have, more than I've already exposed in my life. But yeah, I thought it'd be interesting. I could be wrong. I could literally be going through these questions. I haven't even read the questions, by the way, so I could be going through these questions now, and then everything that I read, I'm like, oh shit, I've already told them this. I've already told them this. I'm being so exposed. I've already told you everything. But anyway, I'm going to start. I'm just going to go ahead and start. Are you named after anyone? No. I do know that my name was selected kind of at random from a book. Part of my memory says it was the Quran, but I'm not even sure if the night is in the Quran. Maybe it is. I think I need to double check. But roughly, like, as far as I remember when I last tried to find out, it was something to do that was from a religious book. I don't want to say it's the Quran in case like someone goes checks and like, oh, your name is in the Quran, and I'm like, whatever. But I think it was, but I could be wrong again. But basically my dad wanted a son, so he was expecting a son, and he had already prepared the name Sarmed for his son, but I came out and I was a girl. You know what? She just doesn't look like a Sarmed to me. So they had to change my name. She's my name, and they literally, it was a case of finger random on a word. So basically, yeah. I was thinking, like, when they told me that, I think it was Quran, because I remember saying to them, well, what would have happened if it would have been on one of the phrases of like "lahm al-khanzir"? Like, what then? Khanzir is pig, basically, in Arabic. So I was like, what if it landed on that word? Or would I have been called khanzir? Like, what? Anyway, when was the last time you cried? That would have been yesterday. Basically, I've been vlogging for you guys. I'm probably going to put up the vlog either before this video or after this video. You'll see it. But yesterday was just kind of one of those days. It was kind of an emotional day, and I was cleaning, and whilst I was cleaning, I came across one of the bags from my husband's. Basically, you know, all the preparations for the wedding, like, you know, with all the stuff that we had, like veils and all of that. My veil, shoes, so because we had our wedding at the Landmark Hotel, so the stuff that we took with us to the hotel, like to prepare on the day, he had a bag, so he was undecided between two colours of bow tie and, you know, that band that goes around for like the tuxedo. It was between red and like a burnt pumpkin orange. So he decided to go with the red, so he wore the red, but then the pumpkin orange was in this bag along with like his boxes and like loads of other stuff from that day. Had been untouched. I don't know why. It had been stored in like some like deep dark corner of my wardrobe where I hoard everything else in my life, because I have like inability to throw anything away. Like literally I had, in fact no, up until like maybe a couple of months ago, I had both my wedding dresses from both weddings. I refused to throw things away, and the only reason why I don't have the first one is because I gave it away to charity. I don't think someone was getting married in Iran or something, I don't know. I thought that would be nice because it was really nice. It was a design dress, so off. The first one. The second one was really nice as well. The second one I chose like strategically because obviously my wedding party was while I was 11 weeks pregnant. So I was like, so I don't really want to look like I'm pregnant right now in front of these people because they don't know. They don't know. So I was like, yeah, basically that's it. I don't want them to think that I'm having a wedding party. I want them to think like it all looks very, very natural. Although it's all completely halal, I wanted it to look like how standard people do it. Because like obviously most people on Niqab don't get pregnant. So although you're Islamically married, it just doesn't happen. I don't care about stuff like that. But I think at the time I did. So now I don't. I really don't give a shit. But yeah. So yeah, anyway, point of the story is that's what it is. So I found that bag and it was like literally untouched as if I had come from that day. So kind of got me in the feels, cried a little bit. And then later when I decided to go out, and like for the first time in like a month, again you'll see it in the vlog, I had this scare with Ava, like a sort of health scare with regards to her hearing and ear. And you know, after it was all said and done, like, you know, alhamdulillah shukr, it seems to be nothing. I'm still doing further checks now anyway, but I went to like the hospital anyway already. It seems to be nothing, and inshallah it's nothing. But just after all was said and done, I was just like left thinking like this entire burden of anything that goes wrong with her is kind of on me, and that kind of obviously brought back the feels again. So yeah. I don't think this tag was meant for this kind of stuff. This stuff is for another video. I should just probably cut it out, which I probably won't. If you were another person, would you be a friend of yourself? I would say yes, because I'm extremely loyal. I'm literally the best friend to have until you cross me, and even then I'm actually very forgiving, so that's like really shit. Do you know what? I am a very good, like, I would be my friend because I'm actually like, I think, like, from what people have told me over the years, I'm actually really, really fun to be around. Not necessarily like I'm always like, we're always doing stuff, but I'm just like, I'm an enjoyable person, probably because I'm quite cheery, and I probably need all the cheery people that I can get. I think so anyway. But yeah, so it's almost like despite what I'm going through, like, you won't be able to tell when we hang out. Ish, if that makes sense. So I'm good. I'm like a holiday in the cup, as Dina from Jersey Shore used to say, but not really how she used to say it. How was that? From the garden, because all the windows are open, because it's literally like summer weather right now, and we're in May. Well, it should be summer right now, shouldn't it? Because like spring's almost finished. But anyway. What is your eye colour? My eye colour is dark brown. However, in summer it turns to a bit more sort of a light brown. Not a light brown, no, wrong. Medium brown. Scary movie or happy ending? Scary movies. But I have to tell you something. Like, with scary movie, like, I will always want to watch. If someone gave me a choice, I'll always choose scary movie. Although I love like comedy and everything like that, but scary movie is always my go-to. However, you think it's because I enjoy watching them. No, like, my eyes are shut like about 85% of the movie. I'm literally like this. Like, what happened? Like, I'm like that, like, telling the person next to you, like, what happened? Like, I just want to watch it. I just want to go to the next minute. Like, I don't know what it is. I enjoy the experience of it. Like, I don't like seeing gore. I like more supernatural stuff, but even the supernatural stuff, like, scares me shitless because I feel like it can happen. Ghosts and stuff. So jinns and, like, you know, you can just like very, very easily amalgamate the two worlds, and then it could be real for you. So it's kind of scary, but I like to watch them with my eyes closed. Makes sense. With my, oh, by the way, on mute as well sometimes. Not the entire movie. Like, as I know it's approaching a scene that looks like it's about to have like a boom, like kind of like a scare, that's when I'll like bring down the volume, cover my eyes a little, peek a bit, ask the person next to me what's happening, etc. I'm kind of annoying to watch scary movies. I think that's probably why no one watches them with me, and I can't watch them by myself because I'm not about that life. Like, I actually want to not like die in the middle of the night. But anyway, favourite smells has to be men's cologne. Like, honestly, I actually honestly believe a hot guy can be average with like nasty smell, but a medium guy can, and that's obviously well spoken and like doing well by himself and like it ticks all the other boxes, can actually be stunning in my eyes just because he smells good and clean. Oh, clean and good, and just like that. Just men's cologne is just amazing. Chanel Bleu, Chanel Blue is pretty much beautiful. But I also like old school smells like Dior Fahrenheit. Not a lot of people like those smells, but I do. So yeah, they smell so good. Like, I have Fahrenheit from I have one of my late husband's Fahrenheits, and I still keep it. I don't spray it because I swear to God, like, if I spray it I will break down like 1,000,000,000%. Like, that just brings too much memories. It smells probably the most triggering thing with my grief right now. I don't know why, because I didn't really think it's something that was that important, but it is. So yeah, but sometimes, like before, I used to, when I was in my grief zone where I was crying anyway, I would spray it on myself and kind of enjoy the smell while I was crying. But now I'm like, yeah, I just don't want to ruin my makeup just today. Let me have a day off today. Well, yeah. What's the furthest you've ever been from home? That would have to be, I think, China. China's probably the furthest I've ever been from home. Yeah, China, probably. That's it. Do you have any special talents? I'm gonna be really boring right now and say no. If I think of something later on in the video, I'll probably add it in, but yeah, I can't think of any special talents that I have. I mean, apart from eating and gaining weight, but I guess everyone has that talent. I can't really tell you. Where were you born? I was born in Manchester in the UK. So I'm kind of technically Mancunian. I lived there for 7 years before I moved to London. and have been living in London ever since, basically. Yeah, that's it, I think. Yeah, that's it. I'm Mancunian, born and bred. Jokes, no, just born. But yeah. I remember, because obviously the Mancunian accent is different, the northern accent is a bit different from, not a bit, a lot, different from London accent. So I remember from like 7 up until 12, I think 12 is the last really, like, is the last age I actually consciously remember stopping using it. I used to say castle and after, and around 12, only on those 2 words, by the way, like, it's slowly, my accent went very, very quickly, like within a year or 2, or when I came here. But around 12, up till, I remember 12 was the last time I actually noticed it, I was still using castle and after, but after that, I started using after and castle. But it just happened naturally, to be honest with you. What are your hobbies? I am just going to be really honest with you and tell you I enjoy eating a lot. I love going to restaurants. Like, food is a very, very big hobby of mine, and I know it shouldn't be a hobby. There are people who eat to live, just to survive, and I live to eat, basically. Like, I want to say something else, but I mean, I do enjoy going on holiday. These are stuff like when your bank account's full. But on a daily basis, what my hobbies are to eat really nice food. Yeah, really nice food, I guess. I mean, before Ava was born, my biggest hobby was shopping. But I honestly can't remember the last time I really shopped for myself, like really went on a shopping spree. I remember I used to spend my entire student loan, because my uni was right next to the biggest Topshop in London, well, in London that I knew about, the one with concessions and everything. So I remember I had to always pass through there to get to my uni. Well, I didn't really have to pass, I'm just over exaggerating. I could have walked around it, but I chose to walk through it, and as I walked through it, I bought the entire world. So I pretty much used to like finish my entire student loan in there, and I used to shop every single day. I'd buy like, not every single day, but every week I would go on a shopping spree, like a spree, where I would buy at least 7 or 8 outfits, you know, including shoes and everything, and jewellery. I used to buy a lot of jewellery, spending like £18 on some like shitty ring. I view that like, ugh. I was a bit of a Topshop freak. Do you have any pets? No. I used to have a cat, and then I had another cat, and then I had a quail, no, and then I had a hamster, and then I had 2 quails, and then I had a dog. The thing with me is I adore pets. I love animals. I love animals more than humans, but I'm incapable of having any more animals now since then, because every single animal I've had some sort of drama with it. Like, one animal used to go fight, one of my cats used to go fight, come back home and scratch out his eyes, and eventually ended up having to lose its eye, and I had to give it away. Like, my dog, you know, used to be like, he used to be so loved, but I didn't have time for him because I was working at the time, and I just felt so guilty. Like, when you want to go on holiday, you can't go. It's just too much heartache associated, and I love very easily, so I'm like, no, I'm just not going to do this for myself, which is sad, because I would have wanted to buy a pet for Ava at some point. I might still get her one of those annoying pets, like a rabbit or something, but they have their periods, don't they? Can you imagine, like, a rabbit running around your garden, just bleeding everywhere? Do they make nappies for rabbits? Or no? I don't know. Anyways. Do you have any siblings? No, 0. I've literally got 0, 0, 0. I'm an only child. No brothers, no sisters, nothing. What did you want to be when you grew up? I mean, I personally always wanted to be a fashion designer, but mixing it in with my parents' wants and mainly my dad's wants, I also wanted to be a doctor. Or I thought I would. I thought I did. I thought I wanted to be a doctor. I mean, that was something that was in my mind, that, oh, if I get good grades, that's what I want to be, kind of thing. You know, I can't really tell you if it's something that I actually want to do, because I'm like, cannot do gore, like blood and like cuts and like that stuff really freaks me out. So I don't know if actually I'd have been cut out for it, but I love this I love the area that I did study, which was law. I mean, it's good for me because I like to argue until the death, until someone's like to me, you know what, fine, you know what, you win. I don't want anything, just you win. Like, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to win. But yeah, that and fashion designing is something that I've always been passionate about, so yeah. How tall are you? I am 168 centimeters, which translates as 5'6". But it's not exactly 6, it's a bit high. It's more than 6.5. Do you get? It's like 5'6", 7. If you look at it seriously, but obviously if people are just gonna look at 6 or 7, I'm gonna be 6. Funniest moment throughout high school. Basically, when I was younger, like, obviously I'm an only child, so I'm relatively spoiled. I remember at one point they had just released these umbrellas that were see-through. It was, I know they're like everywhere now, they're literally everywhere. Back then they had just like, it was a brand new thing, the see-through transparent umbrellas. So my mum got one for me from Marks and Spencer, but it was £20, which is a lot for a kid. I was like 14 or 15 or something, and I was like so excited with it. So I must have taken it to school. I went to an all-girls school. I don't know if anyone knows it. It's called Ellen Wilkinson. It's in Ealing in London. It's all girls. Took it to school, and I was so happy with it, blah blah. You know, halfway through the day I managed to lose it, and as I'm walking around I saw this bunch of girls, and one of them, like, probably ghetto girls, like on a different level, like on another level ghetto, like one of like the many groups that thought they ran the school. So what must have happened was I must have seen her holding my umbrella, and I knew nobody in the entire school had this umbrella. Nobody. Like, it was literally like one of those things that is when you see it for the first time, it had just come out, like, really. And you could tell what kind of people would go and spend £20 there, or people would go spend like £20 on something else, and it was not looking like they were going to spend £20 on umbrellas. So I went up to her and I was like to her, sorry, excuse me, I think I was proper like zero kahunas. So I was like to her, sorry, excuse me, I think that's my I think you've got my umbrella. And she goes, no, it's not yours, it's mine. I was like, oh, okay, cool, that's fine, thank you. I just literally walked right off. I just literally left her with my umbrella. Okay, enjoy that. Nice umbrella, by the way. Good choice. And then carry on. Like, anyway, that was funny. How many countries have you visited? Okay, loads. I've been to New York. I've been to a lot of Europe. Switzerland, Spain, France. Been to Syria, been to Jordan, been to Iran, been to Dubai, obviously. China, I said before. A lot of my travelling when I was younger was within Europe, so I've been to a lot of cities in Europe, but countries, I think that was it, the number of countries. I can't remember anything else. Syria, really sad. Yeah, I can't remember. Anyway, what was your favourite subject in high school? Obviously it was food tech, obviously. And my worst subject was business studies, actually, believe it or not. I just never got it. Just something about it, I never got it. I don't know if it's the teacher, whatever, I just never got it. I understand business, or I didn't even understand, I barely understand business, but it was nothing like that. Like, it was just weird. But the same thing happened to me with law. Contract law. For me, like, reading it, it was the easiest thing to understand. But I just couldn't get my head around it. Like, I could never remember it. It was just what it was the one module that I had to repeat, like, over the 3 years of my course. Eventually I passed it, thankfully, just barely. But it was just one of those things that just never like gelled with my brain. Everything else I was fine. Things that people would like find difficult, I would get. Like, I think one topic was commercial law. Like, everything else I was fine with, but that one just never. And the same thing with business studies, just didn't sit with my head. What is your favourite drink? Currently, like, I'm obsessed, if you guys are following me on Snap, I'm obsessed with tea. Like, tea bag hot water mixed with condensed milk. And if you can find the evaporated milk with cardamom flavouring and add that, amazing. It's very, very close to like karak tea, which I love. Also, milk mixed with rose syrup is really, really nice. And other than that, obviously Coke. You guys know I'm obsessed with Coke. Favorite perfume, I'm obsessed with Dior Addict. Like that's been my like childhood perfume scent thing. And Dior Addict, and also what's it called? Woody by Arabian Oud. I'm like obsessed with that. Like really obsessed. How many boyfriends have you had? I mean, I've spoken to a number of people, but I wouldn't really call any of them. No, not any of them. We didn't really call most of them boyfriends. I would just call people I was trying to get to know and didn't really work out. Yeah. Chop that out. Just shut up. Next question. Move on to your next question. How would you describe your fashion sense? Forever changing, like literally for my fashion sense is kind of very, very closely linked to my weight at the time. So if I'm fat, my fashion sense is like obsessed with oversized big baggy tops and shirts. If I'm thin, then my fashion sense is completely different, like trousers, you know, like high waist, or you know, with nice frilly like shirts, really elegant stuff. Like it's completely dependent on my weight. Currently, because I'm a fairless, it's more oversized kind of like things that kind of hide you know, fat for bottom heavy people, hence like I wear what I wear. Tell us, name one of your bad habits. One of my main bad habits, I think, is my procrastination and my inability to not move out of a sequence of like things to do. So if I always say like to myself, like if I say I'm gonna clean my room and then I'm gonna go make some food, that's a better example. If I'm gonna clean my room, then I'm gonna go sort my scarves out, and then I'm gonna go and you know, make the doctor's appointment. If I don't finish cleaning my room, which generally I don't because of my procrastination, I can never ever move on to fixing my scarves, and I can never ever move on to making that appointment. And when I say never ever, I mean that is completely delayed because of that. I'm not the kind of person that will be like, oh, you know what, I couldn't clean my room today, I couldn't get my room done today, let me just go do my scarves, and that will take like an hour of my time, and let me go do the doctor's appointment, which will take only 5 minutes of my time. Like, do you see, like I can't, like my brain is like very, very, I need to finish everything as I said I would do, because I feel like I'd rather complete everything. Like it's a very, very twisted way of working, and not a really good one, because kind of means you don't get much done because you overbear yourself with things that you kind of don't. Anyway, I hope you guys have kind of gotten a little insight into who I am, and if you didn't already know, and if this is kind of, if you learned anything else that's new, or you haven't, I don't know. But yeah, so this is a very quick video that I did because I'm trying to just make more content for you guys. I thought I'd just like fit it in. I just came back home. I haven't even finished the ending to my vlog. I'm gonna go finish it now. But I thought, let me quickly get this video done because that'll be one complete video that I can post if my vlog isn't done by the end of the day. So yeah. But yeah. Thank you so much for all you guys' comments. Like, you guys do not understand. They make my day. Like, every day when I check my new comments, they just make me so happy. Like, it's the nicest feeling. I'm gonna cry. It's the nicest feeling to feel like you're being yourself, and people are really enjoying your character and the person that you are. Like that. That's really important to me. Which is weird for someone who doesn't really care what people think. Or pretends they don't care what people do. I don't know. Shut them up. I don't know. But yeah, so yeah. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. So, but yeah, I really appreciate all your comments. I appreciate every single one of you subscribing. Like, honestly, it means a lot to me. So happy. So thank you for that. As always, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to keep me happy. to keep that happiness going. And yeah, and if you guys don't follow me on social media, then definitely follow me on social media. I do, you know, throw the odd memes out on my own page, and my Snapchat is more like zero filter me as I am in all my, you know, loveliness and glory, not. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Bye.